What's going on, everybody? Here of Time here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build Xingqiu, build his weapons, artifacts, all that kind of stuff. He's a very great support, probably my favorite support in the game. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, so starting off with the talents, Xingqiu is a sword user, so he uses a sword. He has kind of a unique charge attack. I like it. Very powerful. So yeah, he's a sword user, so he uses sword. That doesn't really count as a talent, I guess not, but I like to showcase the normal attack and everything. Okay, so his skill, he there's a lot of information here, but basically all you need to know is user skill. It does Hydra damage. As you can see, he gets these 4 swords around him. Or if you have like his 5th constellation, or there might be 6th constellation, you get more swords than that, I believe, or something. I think more swords attack with you in his burst, but yeah, you get these swords around you, and they kind of protect you. So once they're shattered, you'll gain HP, and it should, pretty sure, reduces the amount of damage you take. If I remember it correctly, I think that is actually one of his passive talents, but basically, he just does Hydra damage. And that's not the main part about Xingqiu. That's just to get some damage and to get the shields to protect you while you're attacking with other characters, in my opinion. That's most of what it is. And yeah, that 20% of Xingqiu's Hydra damage bonus we convert to damage reduction, additional damage reduction. So it reduces the amount of damage you take, everything. And then his burst is very useful. It's, the most important part about Xingqiu. Basically, you get these swords again, and they also reduce damage, but they do not break. And they attack with you. I don't have it right now, but I can show it in the playstyle after this. They attack with you once you attack, and you just do a ton of stuff. Like, in this team comp that I have, you'll have hyperbloom pretty well. If you have all the characters that I do, and you have this energy recharge, you'll get some good hyperbloom with them. So Brian Shogun, you can be attacking with him, with Xingqiu, and get some electric charge or whatever, and then you can also get some bloom with Nahida. Usually what I do is I do bloom with Nahida with Xingqiu, and then I get Ren Shogun out there and do some hyper bloom. And it's pretty useful in Dendro teams, I think. Sorry, I was rambling there for a second. I couldn't find the words I was trying to say. So yeah, that's his burst. Very useful. Like, once again, I'll show it off in the showcase. I guess in the showcase, but in the playstyle. There's that, and then like I said, this is when a rain soul is shattered, or when its duration expires, it regenerates the current HP based on 6% of Xingqiu's max health. So, if you don't have a healer, I guess this can work, but his skill it takes a while to recharge, so I wouldn't rely on it for healing, but it's kind of nice, but I would still recommend a healer. So, it's nice to have. And then this is when you get to level 60, 70, something like that, I think. It's either this talent or that one, I never remember. You just get a 20% Hydra damage bonus, so it's very, very useful to have. And then this it has a chance to refund a portion of the crafting material used when you make talent materials. So that's very useful as well. It's one of those characters that has that refunding ability, so yeah. Pretty cool. He has some very nice talents, and let's go ahead and go to the playstyle so I can show you all these talents. Alright, so we're in Inazuma again. I'm gonna try to use Masanori for most of my playstyles now, because I feel like that's the best way to show off the characters. So I'm going to show Xingqiu a bit. So,
what's one more opponent?
No, my sword.
As you can see, this is his skill. And as you see there, I just reduced the damage I took, which it cost me one of the swords. So now I have 3 swords. So that's what that does. Reduces damage. Okay. So now skill. As you can see, when I attack, it attacks with me. Very useful. So I can attack with Brian Shogun. He will still attack with me. I attack with Nahida. the swords attack with me. Very useful. Very amazing
Temple of Wisdom.
burst. It's such a great burst. I just, lasts for a while. So you can get quite a bit of damage. But yeah, very, very useful.
Rain outlines your
And his
face.
skill also, his skill is AoE, so if you're near, I'm only fighting Masanori right now, but it is an AoE, so if you're attacking multiple opponents at once, you will have that AoE attack with the skill.
Let me weave you a verse.
But yeah, very useful skill and burst. Amazing support character. So that's it for the playstyle. Alright, so for the weapons for Xingqiu, this is a pretty important section I want to talk about. So the number one option, even though there is good 5-star options, I would 100% recommend the sacrificial sword because of how long it takes his skill to recharge. As you'll see,
Know my sword.
it takes like 20.6 seconds, somewhere around there, to recharge. So to have to wait for that to get your burst back, it takes quite a while. So I would definitely recommend the sacrificial sword because you have a chance to automatically have it cool down. Now, I only have this refinement rank 2, but the more sacrificial swords you get, the better, so that you can get more refinement, have a better chance of having that skill automatically recharge. So that's definitely the one I would recommend most because that instant recharge ability, then also the energy recharge, is very amazing. This is definitely the number one sword you will have on him if you do have the sword. Now, number 2 option, it would either be, honestly, probably it would be Favonius sword because it has the energy recharge too, and the crit hits have a 70% chance to generate a small amount of particles. So that is very useful for his energy recharge as well as he has burst back. But yeah, this is first that I would recommend. Second, and then the third I suppose would be Skyward Blade because it does have energy recharge, and the movement speed and everything is cool too, I guess. But that's more for like DPS or whatever. I suppose he can be a sub DPS, but this is a support guide, so I would say if you don't have these two, I would use this one. But I mean, it's a 5-star, so it's kind of strange to say. It's if you have it, sure you can use it, but I would recommend Sacrificial Sword before anything else, and then Favonius Sword. I'm pretty sure everybody got Favonius Sword. I don't remember. It's been such a long time since I started the game, but yeah, if you don't have Sacrificial Sword, use Favonius Sword. And then Skyward Blade could be a good option as well if you have it for energy recharge. But yeah, that is it for the weapons. Alright, so for the artifact sets, this is going to be more of a preference thing more than anything, because it depends on what you want to use them as. If you want to use them, really a guide for a support is the same as sub DPS. So you can be a sub DPS and support at the same time. He's so good. But what I have on him is I have 2-piece, or well, 3-piece Heart of Depth, and then I have 2-piece Noblesse Oblige. That's what I would recommend on him. Of course, this is, I built him back a long time ago when the Emblem of Severed Fate hadn't been out. So think about it now. I guess Emblem of Severed Fate could be good because of how much energy recharge you need anyway for Xingqiu. So I suppose that could be a good set, but I would more recommend doing 2-piece Noblesse and 2-piece Heart of Death because of the Hydra damage and then the burst damage. That is a very great thing to have. Or even, you could even do 4-piece Noblesse Oblige and you could have all your attack increased for your elemental burst and everything. So, I mean, that could be useful as well. I wouldn't recommend 4-piece Heart of Death. That's just not the kind of character he is. He doesn't attack with normal attacks or anything, or charge. That's more for like a bow user, like if you're using Tartaglia. But yeah, I would recommend 2-piece Heart of Depth, 2-piece Noblesse Oblige. That's what I'd 100% recommend for the most part. But if you don't have a good set of either of those, because I know they can be hard to get, especially Noblesse Oblige, you can do Emblem of Severed Fate. That could be good as well, because of the energy recharge anyway. I don't know if you would get more damage doing it that way, doing energy recharge in the sands instead of attack, and having that as your damage source, kind of like Raiden Shogun. I don't know 100%, I suppose you could, but as a support, I would say Heart of Depth and Abyss Oblige. If you're going for more of a DPS route for him, sure, you can do Endless Summer Fate, but yeah, that's what I would recommend for the artifact sets. Alright, for the artifact stats and substats, so obviously, like I said, you need a lot of energy recharge for him, so I would definitely 100% recommend energy recharge beyond anything. And of course, crit substats, energy recharge, crit substats. I don't have the best crit substats that I could have. I could have some more crit rate and stuff, but it's pretty decent for what I have. And then Sands, I would recommend attack with crit and energy recharge. That's 100% what I recommend. There really wouldn't be anything else I'd recommend unless you're going, like I said, Emblem of Summer Fate. Then you could do energy recharge. If you need more energy recharge anyway, without that set, then do energy recharge. But attack percent will get you more damage, especially with this burst and everything. And then this, the goblet, I would definitely do Hydro damage bonus. There wouldn't be anything that'd be better, even in Emblem of Summer Fate build. I didn't get super lucky on my crit damage, or even really my crit rate. I got a little bit lucky on that, but yeah, crit substats. Energy recharge if you can, but mostly crit substats for that. And this is the most unlucky I got on this one. I would do crit for sure. There's not anything else I would recommend, like I said, unless you need like energy recharge or something. But yeah, look for crit substats, whichever one you need. Crit rate substats if you have a crit damage circlet, or the other way around. And then energy recharge. I wish I had more energy recharge on Xingqiu, honestly. But yeah, energy recharge would be the biggest substat I would look for. And then look for crit, because that can be good as well for like skill if you want to do more damage with your skill for like a DPS route. But yeah, that's what I would recommend for the artifact stats. Alright, so for team comps, Xingqiu really fits in any team. I have him in a lot of my teams, if you'll see. In this Dendro team, let's see, I thought I have him in more teams. In this Geo type team, in this freeze kind of team, in my Hutao team right here, and also in this other team I haven't really worked on yet, other Dendro team. He's a great support. Like I said, I think he's my #1 favorite support to put in anywhere. He's just a great support. He can be a great support for Dendro. Like I said, he's really good in this Dendro team. He's really well off in this Hutao team as well. He can really help in this Hutao team. And a good freeze team as well, electro charge team with, you could do just like Raiden Shogun and then do something else. If you're not doing a Dendro team, have an electro charge team. You could exchange Nahito with another support like Kujisara. So that could be something as well for an electro charge team. Yeah, she fits in really anywhere. What else will I recommend? I guess you could have like a Animo with you to boost your Hydra damage. You can make like a bow character. You could have with you. Like Yoimiya would be very good since she has normal attacking. That's her main thing. Official, I suppose. Though she's more of a sub DPS. I guess you could put official here. Yeah, he's good in a lot of team comps. Hutao especially is good since you use her charge attack a lot. He'll be attacking with you, Swords be attacking with you a lot. For his team, yeah, he fits in a lot of places really, so it's hard for me to tell you specifically what team comp to put him in. Honestly, if there's an extra support that you need in any kind of team, he's the #1 I would say put in there, because he would work with any team except for like, I don't know, Geo. But even Geo, I mean, I even have him in a Geo team because it's not 100% Geo. And with Ningguang, he works really well because of her attacking and charged attacks and everything. Works really well. So yeah, he just fits in everywhere and deals a ton of damage as a support with his burst with the swords, with the Guhua swords. They're very powerful. So yeah, he's just an amazing support. He will fit in almost anywhere. So that's it for the team comps. Okay, so here in one of the final parts, I'm going to be shielding off Xingqiu in the Spiral Abyss. Floor 10, I believe, is what I'm going to do. Like I say, each time I will try to show him off more than the other characters this time. But it is a team, remember that, so it'll be hard to 100% just show him since, you know, skill and burst have some cooldown time. But I will show him off more than the other characters, so let's go on with the showcase.
Sharing my knowledge. Hey, witness the power of Gugwa. No, my sword. Body and mind. Now you shall perish. Let me weave you a verse. The Temple of Wisdom. Committed to memory. This might hurt a little. Torn to oblivion. Ring cutter. There is no escape. Make yourselves at home. I see everything. Witness the power of Gugwa. Shine down. No, my sword. Rain outlines your fist. Ring cutter.
Will do.
Where do you think you're going?
Everyone hold hands. Hey. Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered.
I'll get back.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
You win.
You
are not
The
welcome
Temple of
here.
Wisdom.
Have a load of this.
I see everything. Come on, we can do it. Inazuma shines eternal.
Detoxifying heat.
No, my sword.
Not right now. Chemist.
Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your... Torn to oblivion. Shine down. Make yourselves at home.
This was well
Hey.
done.
I see
You
everything.
need to hurry up. This should be fun.
No, my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power. Now you shall perish.
Again. Roast fry.
Alright, everybody, so that is the end of the showcase and the end of the guide now. I hope everybody enjoyed this video and enjoyed the showcase and everything. Like I said, my Xingqiu is not perfect. I don't think there's a single character in my catalog that is perfect, if you want to call it that. The only one I would say that's pretty close to perfect is Arataki Ito, because he does a ton of damage in general, and I got pretty lucky with my crit stats and everything. Of course, there's gonna be somebody better than you that has like, I don't know, 40% crit rate and like 200% crit damage. I've seen stuff like that. I don't know how you get that much crit damage. I don't know how you get that lucky. That's certainly not me, but yeah, like I said, It's all up to luck when it comes to artifacts, unfortunately. You just gotta keep on believing you get the right artifacts and keep on going. And fortunately for Xingqiu, though, it's pretty easy because you don't need a whole ton of crit rate and crit damage and everything unless you're going for more sub DPS and you're trying to do more damage with his skill. But I mean, I think you do more damage. I think you do get crit hits and everything with your burst. So, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe you do get crit hits and everything with your burst. So it can be useful for that, but mostly, just look out for the hydro damage goblet and everything. That's the most important thing. I would say if you have a pretty decent hydro damage bonus goblet and you have a good attack percent sands, I think you're pretty much set. And all you really need to get is a good crit circlet or whatever. That's what I'm currently searching for Raiden Shogun. I'm trying to get a better crit circlet for her. Still, even after doing the guide. So yeah, that's it for the guide for Xingqiu. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know if there's anything that I missed, and I'll try to answer it. Any questions, I'll try to answer as well. So if you liked it, be sure you subscribe so you can keep up on my latest guides. I'll be doing some more guides in the future. I may do one on Barbara, and I'll see about Scaramouche. I will have to see his character first before I think about getting him in the first place, because I may have to spend money on him because I don't think I have quite enough wishes to get him right now, as I only have that many. Maybe there will be new events that I can get him with, and it will just be a later guide, but yeah, I will see. And I will see everybody in the next video. Bye.